Hello everybody, this is Gabe with Meta Comics bringing to you a quick review for Gotham, the pilot episode from Fox. Just a warning, I'll try to keep this as spoiler free as possible, but we'll have some minor detailed review in my review. So in this show, we follow the young detective James Gordon working to clean up Gotham streets and eventually climbing to become the commissioner of Gotham PD. That's the premise of the Gotham TV show. In the first episode, we start following Selina Kyle, aka Kitty Girl, actually Catwoman, stealing milk for cats and money for herself, until she turns into a dark alley and she becomes one of the witnesses of Thomas and Martha Wayne murders. After that murder scene, we have a lot of introductions of different characters during Gordon and Bullock investigation. The pretty much basic, we get the sense that Gotham as a whole is corrupted. That includes the police, the mayor, and that's what we are expecting, so no surprises here. So this is the basic summary of the first episode. So the big question is, was it good? I was actually very impressed with the acting in the show. Most of what the actors were in their top game and delivered a very solid performance. I was very impressed with Penguin, Cobblepot, the very brief interaction between Alfred and pretty much everybody was amazing. Gordon was a very good acting. Pretty much all the major actors were performing very solid, delivered very solid performance. Um, so what were their issues on this episode? There's still a lot that the show needs to work on. The first, and hopefully this will be fixed very fast, was the dialogues. The material was just weak at several points, and it didn't sound real. It sounded very silly at some point. Even though the actors were delivering very solid performance, the material was not that good. Also, the show was trying too much to give a wink wink nod nod to the fans, but those could be better incorporated in later episodes after you'd have developed the character to that point. So, an example was that there was no need to call Oswald Cobblepot the Penguin, just to have him angry at that nickname in this episode. That didn't bring anything to the character or the plot or anything at all in this show. The only thing that did was to say that he was the Penguin. Also, one very silly phrase was Harvey saying to uh, Nigma, if I want the riddles, I will read the funny page just to hint that he will become the Riddler. So these are the kinds of things that are very silly and it will be done, hopefully will be done in the next few episodes. And all of this, actually, in my opinion, came from the same issue. The show just trying to do a lot in this episode. They tried to introduce pretty much every single person that will be in this season in this first episode. And that led to not enough time to get any or most of the characters and to very awkward introductions. Besides that, like the show actually looks great. It was a great production, but there was some silly mistakes. So Gotham PD had the cells in the middle of the room, just besides the desk, pretty much just to show how Gordon would deal in a situation with a criminal, and that makes no sense. I don't think any PD would have its cells in the middle of desk. It's just not safe. It's just weird to have that way. Um, so overall, I would say it was a very average pilot episode with all the problems we expect in the dialogues and the amount of exposition that are thrown at us to try to catch up with the story so far. But there is a good potential. The show actually hints at very interesting things, and if they do it right, it could become an awesome TV show. I would hope that they go a little further and not try to push that idea of Batman actually take this series in a little different path, and I think that would make for a little more interesting show instead of trying to just become another Batman centric thing. Um, for now, I would give this a 6.5, maybe 7 out of 10 TV show, mostly because of the actors itself. And I will give the series a few more episodes to find its footing. Like I said, it wasn't perfect, but this is a pilot episode. We always see some issues, and most of them, I don't think they would have any trouble working and getting this to become something very good. So that's it. See you guys later.